Have you ever witnessed beauty standards be wavered and fluctuated right before your very eyes? Good afternoon. My name is Michael McCampbell, and today we are going to be addressing beauty pageants and how damaging they really are. Beauty pageants are setting ridiculous standards in beauty today. As defined by the Cambridge Dictionary that I accessed on November 20th, 2020, a beauty pageant is a competition in which women are judged on how physically attractive they are. Being a girl myself, I have had beauty tips, opinions, and arguments hurled at me. Us women have to deal with this subject very often. We have all observed appearance be built up and torn down in beauty pageants. And this is a real problem that we need to address in our own minds by really thinking about how damaging this is to our view on beauty. Today, we're going to be addressing how this subject causes serious injury, categorizes the ideal beauty, and distorts participants' views on their own reality. Let's begin with how beauty pageants cause serious injury. The fact that beauty standards change so often means bodies are changed and altered in a lot of unhealthy ways, which leads to many possible medical disorders. In an article from eatingdisordered.com, accessed on November 20th, 2020, founding partner of Be Real campaign for better body confidence, Denise Hatton, says, Be Real shares the concern that people could see the images at Miss Universe and believe them to be a true reflection of how women should look, despite the fact that 95% of the population could never attain this ideal body. There are so many bad side effects to having your body judged and toyed with like a rag doll. Body dysmorphia is a struggle that almost all these participating women struggle with. Mental illness also falls into this category. These are real issues that traumatize real women from beauty pageants, and even people watching, whether that be an innocent little girl or a mature aged woman. We all struggle with something. Why would we add the way we look to the already heaping pile of problems? Now let's look at the categorization of beauty. Beauty pageants around the world are putting up walls between the different types of beauty. They should not be categorized. All beauty should be accepted and loved within the same community. As women are being beat down and demoralized because they aren't pretty enough or they need to change their way they look, there are a few things that can be done to prevent these from happening. As Dr. Martina M. Cartwright, a specialist in psychology, says in an article on psychologytoday.com, accessed on November 20th, 2020, the princess syndrome, as I like to call it, is a fairy tale. Unrealistic expectations to be thin, physically beautiful, and perfect are at the heart of distorted eating behaviors and body dissatisfaction. There are so many men and women out there who believe the same as I do, that beauty pageants are nothing but trouble. There is nothing permanently beneficial coming out of participating in a beauty pageant. Yes, it feels good to be called pretty, and yes, it is for sure a confidence booster, but what lasts in the long run, looks or character? And finally, let's dive into how beauty pageants distort people's views on vanity. Women of all ages are having their realities and identities warped by pageants. These events have been around since 1854, when B.T. Barnum introduced them in one of his circus acts. And this origin story begins to show beauty pageants are nothing more than entertainment for viewers so they can be judged on who they think is the prettiest. By raising awareness and showing how illogical and demeaning beauty pageants are, the self-esteem of people would absolutely skyrocket. We need to change the mindset on beauty pageants. When standards are set so high on national television, what do we expect to do? Perform 24/7, expecting to receive flowers if we catch our trip on the sidewalk gracefully enough? And now moving on to the conclusion, collecting all our thoughts. In summation, these 3 points: beauty pageants cause permanent injury, categorize the ideal beauty, and distort women's view on reality, only prove one thing. Beauty pageants are setting ridiculous standards in beauty today. After hearing the real effects beauty pageants can have on people, I urge you to really think about how beauty pageants are affecting our society. Learn to form an opinion and don't be afraid to share it. Thank you. Are there any questions?